Okay guys, so this is a tutorial on how to make sexy looking contact sheets on black. First things you want to do is you want to go and you want to actually find your images and put them into a separate folder onto your workspace. My workspace is my desktop, so this is what it looks like. This is my last girl and her name's Tia, and I'm going to make a contact sheet out of her. So how to edit images properly is as simple as going into Bridge and looking at the photographs. So if the photographs are, if you're doing portraiture, what you want to look at are the eyelashes. If the eyelashes are in focus, your image is in focus. And you will have a good image as long as the eyelashes are in focus when you're shooting a model. Don't worry about exposures and things like that. If they're a little bit underexposed or overexposed, I will give a tutorial on how to correct the exposures if need be. Okay, so now that you have all your photos, you want to pick an even number that works out nicely, top and bottom. So I chose 20, so because I'm going to go 4 across and 5 down. So how to make a contact sheet in Photoshop 3. This is what it looks like when it's done, but I'll remake it. So you go to File, Automate, Contact Sheet 2. And here in this little menu, you're going to choose your folder. So I'll just go and I'll choose the folder I want to make with the 20 images. I'm just printing it out on 8 by 10. You can print out 8 by 12, 11 by 14, whatever size of contact sheet you want. It's just here. Standard resolution is 300 dpi, and I'm going to flatten all layers. And what this does is that all of if you don't flatten it, all the little thumbnails are going to be all in separate layers, and you really don't want that. You really don't need it, so just flatten all the layers. Place across or face down first. Straight up, it's, placing it across is going like this, blah, blah, blah. Facing it down is going blah, 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 right? So 4 and 5, I have 20. Arial, I use straightforward. And font size, it comes standard with 10. You can use 8. I like using 6 because I want more of the picture on my contact sheet as opposed to more of the text. And just hit OK, and let Photoshop do its thing. Your computer might go faster, it might go slower. I don't know what you have for a computer, but whatever. Even if you're using like an Intel Atom like N270, which I've done, it runs, it will do it. It might take its sweet ass time, but it will do it, and it will, just let it run. So I'm letting it run. It shouldn't take that long for this monstrosity I built here. Yes. Okay, so it should be done right about now, I'm hoping. Okay, so now you have them all on your contact sheet, and most people this is done. But what happens is I don't like it. I just don't like it because it's not sexy. It's on white, and I don't like pictures on white. I like them on black, just because I like to make them look like they're old school contact sheets, okay? And that's the point of this tutorial. So looking at this image right now, you're going to notice that the text is black, and you want to change that. So here are the 2 layers I was telling you about. You have this and this. So this is the layer, and then this is the background layer, and then you have nothing. So we're going to go and we're going to highlight just the words themselves. So I push Tab to bring back my tools, and I'll go to Marquee, which is M, or just this square tool or circle, whatever shape, but I will use square, and I'm just going to highlight the actual words. So I'm going to highlight it, and we're going to inverse it. So I'm going to go down so it doesn't cut into the picture itself. You see up here how it's cutting to the picture? Now I'm going to just Control M, and that brings up my curves, and I'm just going to inverse it. So there's probably a faster way of inversing. I'm sure there is. There's probably like an adjustment somewhere or image somewhere. I'm sure there's a setting for that. And of course, you can be lazy and you can select like more than, just hold Shift to add. So I'm going to add to my selection. I hold Shift and I'll add to that, and I'm sure that is good right there. Make sure it doesn't cut into the pictures on the bottom. I'll mind to move it up once. There we go. And I'll just do one more here. And they're all lined up, so you don't need to worry about going straight across. I can't see that really, but I know that it's going to be alright. And I'm just going to go Control M again, and I'll just do the inverse of it. There's probably, like I said, there's probably like something up here which is image adjust, inverse or something, like somewhere here, but whatever. I just do it the way I know and the way I prefer. So same thing, last one, Control M, I'll just inverse it. And now the text is white, and it's white on white, so that's what you want for now. Okay? I deselect it, and I'm just going to go zoom out a little bit, and I'm going to paint bucket now the back black. So over here, I'm going to go down to the G, which is the paint bucket tool, not the gradient, because do you really want a gradient? Really? We'll just go and we'll just put the paint bucket tool, and we'll just dump black on there. If it doesn't look like that, it's probably up here, you guys. 255 is the full tolerance. You want to just paint bucket that in black, okay? Now, this is fine, but what happens is, I'm going to flatten it. But what happens is that printers, they're always 1 to 2% off. So if you look at this, because of auto spacing, it's right to the edge. Like, it's literally right to the edge in all of them. And you don't want it right to the edge because you might get cut off and then, you know, it doesn't look as good as it could. So what I do is I actually shrink the image, so the whole entire image. So I'll go to image size, which is right here, and I'll shrink the actual image. So instead of pixels, go to percent. And I'll probably put it at 98% or 97%, whatever it is you want, and I'll keep everything in proportion. I'll hit OK. Now it's smaller. The image is physically smaller. So I'll go to image, canvas size now, and I'll bring it back to an 8 by 10. So I'll go to I'll punch in manually. So I'll go 8 by 10. Make sure that it's on a white background on your canvas. Just go down here, pick their little black as far down as you can, hit the top to make sure it's black, okay, and look, now you have little borders on the side, you see? So before, I'll show you before, upsies, that's before, and this is after. So now you have a little bit more of space there, and that's what you want. And now when you send this to print, it will, you know, it will look sexier. Just trust me, it will look sexier. So that is my tutorial on how to make a contact sheet look sexy in Photoshop 3. In Photoshop 4 and 5, you will need to do this all through Bridge, which I don't want to get into right now. If you guys really want me to, I can, but I'm not going to. So take care, guys. Have fun photoshopping, and if you have any questions, let me know and leave comments. Bye.